Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. So I'm doing a bit of a weekly reading vlog because this week is a Fun Book support group which is hosted by Steph from Steph Loves. I will leave Steph's channel down below, but if you're here and you don't know who Steph is, who are you? So, you know. I have a variety of books I would like to read this week. Whether I'll read them though, who knows. But we are going to be starting with The Pirate's Life for Tea by Rebecca Thorne. I'll show you the cover, just so you know what I'm on about. So this is book 2 in the Tomes and Tea, or Tea and Tomes series. Book 1 being Can't Spell Treason Without Tea, which I really enjoyed. I think I gave it 4 stars in the end. And in here, I think we follow the same 2 characters, which is Raina and Kainth, something like that. But instead of them being at a tea shop, I believe we're on the hunt for a pirate, and I'm very excited to read this because I do just love our main characters. They are just really cute, cozy, just have that way around them that's just really fun to read. They just have LGBTQ+ rep in it, as Raina and Kainth are in a relationship and they are both female, so we support, we love. Don't really have a lot going on this week. I'm mainly working, therapy, the usual shit. So I'm not really doing anything else today apart from going to get my nails done because I lost one. I'm going to get my nails done in a couple of hours, so I'm going to read some of this now and see how far I can get. I do have a few little bits and bobs I need to do, so I'm going to probably listen to the audiobook for some of this and then actually physically read for another part of it. But I have the world's biggest to-do list for the week, so I just need to fucking get on with it. We also have Pokeathon on Saturday, which is Jade's Patreon readathon, which I take part in every time it comes around. This time around is a contest, so we need to read a blue book or a 500-page book, or both. And I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. I have a couple of options, but they're not really screaming to me. So I'm just going to kind of see how I feel on like Friday and kind of go from there, because right now I don't really know what to read. My options are Rag Picker King, but I think that's going in the bin because I haven't read Swordcatcher in time to do that. My other option was The Ashfire King, but I really want to reread The Stardust Thief, so that's also going in the bin. Sort of Kaigan, but it's so big. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to read, to be honest, for that. I think that's something I'm just going to have to figure out. I'll probably figure it out a few hours before the readathon starts, because that's what I do best. But yeah, I'm going to go make a dent in this and then I'll come back and probably update you every 100 pages or so, maybe. Hi. I'm here to give you a little just general update. So Pirate's Life of Tea, I don't know where it is. It's in my room somewhere, but I am not moving just to show you the cover. I'm about 60-70 pages in and I'm enjoying my time. I'm just kind of like picking it up as and when, maybe when I want to do a bit of colouring and things. I'm just listening to the audiobook, having a great time. Love being back with these characters, love being introduced to new characters. It's a vibe. I'm enjoying it. But today is Saturday. This vlog is going well. So it is Pokemon, like I explained, and for this Pokemon contest we need to read a blue book that is 500 pages, or no, we need to read a book that is blue or a book that is 500 pages, or both. And I'm cheating big time because I really want to read A Drop of Corruption by Robert Jackson Bennett, which is book 2, book 1 being The Tainted Cup, which I gave 5 stars and is currently one of my favourite books I've read this year. And I really want to read this, and the cover's not really blue and it's just under 500 pages. It's about 460, I think. But the hardback's blue. So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna shout at me? Go for it. I'm still doing it. I just really want to read A Drop of Corruption, so I have started this, and I am 57 pages in, and I'm loving my life. Being back with these two characters, we have a new murder to solve in our fantastical land, and I'm loving my life reading this. And I'm gonna do it while doing like colour by numbers. Now I know what you mean. You're like, Kim, isn't it called paint by numbers? Yes, but if you haven't noticed, I'm quite a creative soul, but painting, it's too messy for me. Don't like it. But I was scrolling through TikTok like you do, and I saw this. Okay, it's a colouring book, Disney colouring book, but that's colour by numbers. And I was like, huh, interesting. But I was like, yeah, but surely pens and things. And then the girl in the TikTok was using these acrylic brush markers that are like paint. I must say the texture of them is like a paint, but it dries really quickly. It's not very messy. So I bought the pens and I bought the book, and they're good. It's good, and it's a vibe. So I'm currently doing like a, you can kind of guess, you can kind of see who these are. It's like the 7 dwarfs, except there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, there is 7. Okay, the 7 dwarfs. And you can see how well it kind of, I probably best to show you on this one. Like, you can see how well it is like painted over, and it does feel like paint, but it's not. And it's a vibe. So I'm loving life, and I'm doing paint by numbers and listening to Drop of Corruption and spending all day in bed doing this, because I need a day where I don't do anything. My mental health needs it, so I'm doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here, listen to some more Drop of Corruption. I might update you when I'm about halfway, and continue with this colour by numbers. I'd love to finish this 7 dwarfs one today. That would be a vibe. But yeah, I'll come back and update you later, I think. Hi. So, are we focusing? We are. I'm here to give you a bit of an update. Update. So, I am 50% of the way through A Drop of Corruption, and I'm loving my time back with these characters. They're so funny, they're so enjoyable to read about and what they're doing. We've kind of gotten really into the kind of case now and what's happening and why and where and who, and there's lots of little ties going on, but we've just had a kind of big reveal, which is really cool, and I'm really enjoying it. I just find this series so easy to read, like just so easy to flip, and just before I know it I've read like an extra 100 pages and I'm like, how? But I'm absolutely loving it. I'm kind of self-caring myself because my anxiety's fucked as always. So I'm currently doing like a colour by numbers, but it's like with paint markers, and it's like Disney. So I think I already showed this, I don't know why I'm acting like I haven't. I've finished this one, which is like the Seven Dwarfs, and I'm so happy with how it's turned out. And I thought these markers would bleed through and they didn't. So now I've moved on to like a Snow White one, and I'm rewarding myself. So every 50 pages I read, I then get to colour in a new number, and that's kind of pushing me to wanting to do this, wanting to do that. I'm popping to Nando's, my second home, in a bit with my brother. We're gonna go for a Nando's. We haven't done it since before Florida, so that would be nice. And I might try and pop into Waterstones because I have some points, vouchers to use, and there's a couple of books I'm after. I'm after 2 books. I'm after Witch Hat Atelier Volume 1. If you saw my book haul, you'll know that I got like 4 volumes 2 to 5 off Vintage from Claire. So I need to get volume 1, and then I'm also after the Malevolent 8, which is the next book in Sebastian de Castell's series, first book being Malevolent 7, and I didn't realise it was out. So I'm kind of after those 2, but I'm also just in the mood to just, you know, browse. So yeah, that's my plan. I'll probably show you a bit of clips from Waterstones and Nando's and all that jazz, so yeah. But I'll probably come back and update you again now when I have finished A Drop of Corruption. I'm coming up, like I'm into the last 100 pages, and I feel like I've been given all the evidence. I literally been sat there for about 5 minutes, and I have no idea. Like I said, this is like a fantastical fantasy murder mystery, and it's really, really good. I love it. And I just feel like I've now been given all the evidence, and that this is the point where some people would like figure it out, but I'm just really shit at figuring it out. I have no idea. No idea. Like, there was a prediction I had about one of the characters, which I think I was right, because he's now ran away. But I had another prediction about him, which I'm assuming is not right now. And then in regards to like the guy, no idea. Absolutely no fucking idea. But yeah, I'm on page 377. I've got about 80 pages left. So I'm going to finish this now, but I have no idea. Right. I'm still going. I'm on page 394. And we've just had like a proper good like fight scene, like a battle. We haven't really had many of those in both this or the Tainted Cup. Top notch, really enjoyed it. But I've said oh shit about 4 times in this scene. And if the ending of chapter 48 is the godforsaken truth, I'm pissed, because that can't be it. It can't be it. Shit. We'll see. Now, when I reflect back on this year in regards to reading, I know we're only at the end of May, and that's fine. I'd actually say it's been shit. I have had not many 5 stars, many 4 stars that just haven't had the oomph I've wanted. And kind of fell out of love with reading a little bit, just because I was like, I'm just reading shit. Like none of them are shit. I'm not reading that book, you know what I mean? And then I read this and I've fallen in love with reading again. I love this so much. The twists, the turns, the characters. Anna and Cole have a place in my heart forever. They are the funniest duo. They are my favourite duo in a fantasy book. I love them. I love them. I love the magic system. I love the world. I love the characters we've met along the way. I love it. I love it so much. The Tainted Cup was an easy 5 stars, and it was my favourite book of the year until I read this. And now this is my favourite book of the year. Don't get me wrong, it's very close, and I might just put the top spot for both of them because the ending of this had me shooketh. Oh, quaking in my boots. I was like, what fuck does Robert Jackson Bennett eat for breakfast to come up with this shit? Because it's so good. So good. And I'm so happy right now. This is honestly, I think reading Kim is returning. She's returning. And I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. And yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. I really want to meet Robert Jackson Bennett now. And be like, you write crack? You sprinkle bit of crack in pages? I already did. You not sprinkle crack? I still read it. I think I'm literally... He has got a series that was before this that I'm very much interested in now, so I might go and read that at some point. But I'm very happy. That completed a couple of prompts. So obviously, one, it completed Pokeathon, the contest. Yes, I cheated. I don't care. It counts. Still Saturday. I read it in a day. What are you gonna do? Fight me. Bring it on. Then for Our Fantasy Bingo, because it is on my Our Fantasy Bingo TBR, it has completed the prompt for a biopunk book. Still don't know what biopunk means, but it completes the prompt. So that's great. And then for Final Book Support Group, which is obviously, you know, the main reason we're here, we have completed a new release prompt. So I'm well happy. I've got 1 day left of Final Book Support Group, which is tomorrow. So my plan is to finish A Parrot's Life for Tea. I might extend this into Monday though, just because Monday is bank holiday and I'm off. So I might just extend it a day and maybe get one more book in. I'm thinking The Strawberry Patch Pancake House, because I ranted and raved so much about it when it came out and I still haven't read it. And as where May is going, it's looking like a 5-star month. Oh jeez, which is a bit mad. Don't get me wrong, we had Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, which is a reread, and it was obviously a 5-star. I then read Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping, which was a 5-star. Then read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, 5 stars. And then I've read A Drop of Corruption, 5 stars. Parrot's Life for Tea, it might do, it might not. I gave Cats Bad Treason About Tea 4, so who knows. But Strawberry Patch Pancake House has a chance of being a 5. So we'll see. But I will update you guys tomorrow with an update on how I'm getting on with A Parrot's Life for Tea. since I've updated you. Final book support group is over, but I've kind of like unofficially extended it because I can. So basically I am now 50% of the way through A Pirate's Life for Tea, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying like the pirate aspect, and still kind of like a piratey cozy aspect I'm enjoying. Still enjoying our main characters, enjoying the new characters we've been introduced to, but it's not got 5-star vibes. But then Count's Spell Trees and My Heart Tea also didn't have 5-star vibes. I feel like this series for me is a 4-star, and that's fine. But just means it, you know, won't be a 5-star month, but that's okay. I don't really mind. But yeah, I'm halfway through, enjoying my time with it. Yeah, it's fun. I just think it's like a fun 4-star rather than a fun 5-star. But I recently put up a book haul that you would have seen if you watch any of my videos. But I have a problem, and yeah, I have more books. So I'm going to show you them. I'm going to show you what I've got because I have a problem with buying books. Yay. So I'm going to go through and show you. I have got one thing that's not bookish mail, but I'm going to show you that as well. And I have one ARC I've been sent. Who is she getting sent these ARCs? But yeah, let's have a go through them. I've kind of angled you funny, but I think this is going to work. So the first book I have, I actually didn't buy myself. My mum bought it for me, and that's The Tenant by Frida McFadden. This is her newest release, and I'm quite intrigued because I've seen very mixed reviews, but I do quite enjoy a Frida McFadden, and we're coming up to like Summerween, but also my usual time that I read my spooky books. The synopsis of this just like really intrigued me, so I'm gonna read this for you. So, Blake Porter is riding high until he's not. Fired abruptly from his job as a VP of marketing and unable to make the mortgage payments on the new brownstone he shares with his fiancée, he's desperate to make ends meet. Enter Whitney. Beautiful, charming, down to earth, and looking for a room to rent. She's exactly what Blake's looking for. Or is she? Because something isn't quite right. The neighbours are treating Blake differently. The smell of decay permeates his home, and no matter how hard he scrubs, strange noises jar him awake in the middle of the night. And soon Blake fears someone knows his darkest secrets. Danger lives right at home, and by the time Blake realises it, will be far too late. The trap is already set. With a gripping story of revenge, privilege, and secrets turned sour. Are people saying that this like really like freaks them out and like creeps them out? So I'm like, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, because I do like to be creeped out, but I can't think of many books where I've ever really been creeped out, and whether that's just because I don't buy them. But the only book I can ever think that really like set me on edge was seven Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. That set me on edge. I'll do these two last because they're not my purchase. Next we have a new release, which is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. So this is her newest release. I think it comes after, what's that book called? Not something. Not in love? Not. It's a part of a series, I swear. I swear it is a part of a series. Not in Love. Am I wrong? Might be wrong. I thought this was a part of a series. Yeah. It's the second book in the Not in Love series, with book 1 being Not in Love. I was right. And I haven't read that, so I have no idea. But I was like, Ali Hazelwood, pre-order, and then realised it was part of a series. So, what can you do? But I own it now. So at least if I do read Not in Love soon, I can then go on to this. I do really love Ali Hazelwood's writing, so I think this is just gonna be a good time. I haven't actually read anything by her yet I haven't liked, so you know. Next I've got the Full Metal edition of Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 9. I'm slowly making my way through this. Out of all the editions I own, I have Volume 8 and then Volume 9 to go. There's 13 total, so I'm getting to the end. It makes me sad. But every single one of these I'm pretty sure I've given 5 stars. Because I love Full Metal Alchemist so much. But I would love to finish this series this year, but we'll see. Not making any promises. The next one, if you have seen my book haul, you won't be surprised about, but it's Witch Hat Atelier, Volume 1. So I have volumes 2, 3, 4 and 5, which I bought off Vinted, but I didn't have 1. So I now own 1. I really want to read this soon, because look how freaking cute that cover is. I said this in my book haul. Sorry. I said this in my book haul, but this gives me Dragon Quest vibes. Have you ever played Dragon Quest ever? If you know what Dragon Quest is, gives me Dragon Quest vibes, and that excites me. So I'm very excited to read this series. And then I've just realised it's like Mario. No, not Mario, sorry. I just realised I just mentioned Dragon Quest. And then the next book has Dragon Quest on the back. So the next book is Cat Gamer Volume 4. I loved the volumes I have read of it, and I'm very, very excited to continue because it's so cute and so cozy. But this is Dragon Quest, because these are like the little shit enemies that you get at the beginning, and that's really fucking weird that I've just mentioned Dragon Quest and then they're on the back. Mad. That's actually a bit insane. But yeah, this is Volume 4. I'm very excited to carry on with this series soon. I might do like I did like a reading cute graphic novel vlog just before I went to Florida, and I might do like a manga version because I have so much manga to read. So I might just do a week somewhere, or even just a weekend somewhere of just reading cool manga, because I have so much, like Fullmetal Alchemist, Cat Gamer, Witch Hat, Attack on Titan. I'm currently reading my way through One Piece and reading my way through, is that it? No, Spy Family. Like, I'm just reading my way through a lot of manga, so maybe I'll do a vlog, maybe. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I don't really know. And then the next one I knew nothing about, but after I read A Drop of Corruption last week, I was like, I need more Robert Jackson Bennett, and turns out this is a really popular series he's read that I've not heard of, and this is book 1, and it's called City of Stairs, and I have no idea what this is about, but I want more Robert Jackson Bennett in my life, so I bought it. So it says, you've got to be careful when you're chasing a murderer through Bulakov, for the world is not as it should be in that city. When the gods are destroyed and all worship of them banned by the police, reality folded, now stairs lead to nowhere, alleyways have become portals to the past, and criminals disappear into thin air. The murder of Dr. Ephraim, the police diplomat researching the continent's past begins something. Now whispers of uprising and fluttering out from invisible corners. Only one woman is willing to can't speak tonight. Pursue the truth, but is likely to cost her everything. I love that even his previous work is like fantasy based with a murder mystery. I'm so happy that that's just what he does, and that this series continues with that. That really like excites me. It says like people who have blurbed it just said kind of addictive, a smooth novel of near perfection. Yeah, I'm excited. Brilliant world building, which I already know. That excites me, that he still has that murderous, like a fantasy world where there's a murder and we're trying to like solve the murder. I love that we're still going to follow that in this. That really excites me. Okay, now we have my Fairy Loot book for May, which I don't spoil myself because fuck that. Like, if you're gonna subscribe to something, you know, you've got to go with the YOLO of life. So I have unboxed this because I get so excited when it arrives, and it is The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig, which is her new series, I believe. But this is freaking stunning. Stunning. Look at those edges. Stunning. You would have seen in my haul that I have like the standard Waterstones edition, I think. Just literally standard hardback, no special nothings, which looks like this cover. No special nothing, because I just missed out on the special edition from Waterstones, which I was a little bit disappointed about. But now I have this, like I'm good. I'm good. I've seen quite good reviews. I've also seen quite mixed reviews though. I've seen a lot of people are enjoying it and a lot of people aren't. So I'm just going to make my own opinion up of it. I've not read from Rachel Gillig before. I do own One Dark Window and I do want to read it in the future, but just not right now. When those around her begin to vanish, a young woman can glimpse the future in her dreams, must join forces with a mysterious ally. Together they confront dark forces and navigate a precious world to uncover the truth and save those she loves. Sounds good to me. But this was for the prophecy month. That was our thing for the adult fantasy box, because I'm subscribed to the adult one because I don't really read YA anymore, so I just go with the adult one. But I really want to get the what's it called, epic fantasy one that they're doing, but you know, your girl's on a waiting list. And then Black Crow PR or Daphne Press, whatever you would like to call them, has sent me an arc which I'm very excited for, and I did have the NetGalley arc of this. I just haven't got to it yet, but it comes out on the 22nd of July, so we've got a little while. And it's called The 7 Recipes for Revolution, by Ryan Rose, and this is a new fantasy series by Ryan, and I'm very excited to read this. The cover looks pretty cool, actually, to be fair. It looks pretty sickening. What does it say at the top? Eat the rich. Sounds good. I think there's carnivals in this. A feast on a fantasy with high stakes and monster stakes, served fresh and raw. Okay. So, 17-year-old Patrick is a common butcher, carving slabs of meat from gargantuan monsters so elite chefs can prepare magic-granting meals for the rich. But Patrick's true passion is cooking, and if he can learn the secret art, his dreams of liberating his people and sharing the monster's magic with the world could come true. He steals the precious ingredients needed to practice recipes at home, but if he's caught, he'll be executed. As his desperation grows, he ventures into the black market and uncovers a spice imported from unknown lands. Combining it with the last of his stolen meat, he cooks a dish the world has never tasted before, with side effects he couldn't have foreseen. The dish's magic grows Patrick to monster size, and legends of his power spread among the people. Immediately, the rulers arrest him, but Patrick convinces them to make him a chef apprentice if they ever want to learn his recipe. However, his exposure to the world of high cuisine reveals the rot at its centre, and with his new power, revolution is only 7 recipes away. It sounds well good. I'm well excited. I've not read from Ryan Rose before. So it says that the bear meets Attack on Titan in this exhilarating food-based epic fantasy filled with the high stakes and monster stakes, perfect for fans of Pierce Brown and Jay Kristoff. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Oh my god, David Ragg. Yes, we like David Ragg. David Ragg said, vivid, vibrant. Rose's writing thrums with texture, taste and pointed humour, delivering a sensory feast with a jagged edge and delicate seasoning of social contrasts. I'm excited. I am very excited. Oh, it's his debut fantasy trilogy. The series is called What We Eat and begins with 7 recipes for revelation. Oh, so it's his debut. Amazing. I love that. So I'm very, very excited to read this one. So yeah, it comes out July 22nd. I will probably read that probably the week before, I can imagine, like I normally do when I get given arcs, because I'm shit. But I'm very, very excited to read this. Thank you, Daphne. Thank you, Black Crow. Love you, because you always send me the good books. Hold on. And then finally, oh, do not show your address, Kimberly. And finally, I have a few stickers and bits and bobs that I ordered off the shop on Etsy, that I thought I would share with you. So, this shop is called Artifox Studios. And I think I found them through Kelly. From Kelly Lou, and so I've got some stickers, I've got a mystery bag which cost me £15, and then I've got a notebook which cost me £10. And the notebook is where I'll start, because I couldn't leave this behind because it is me. And it literally says frog off, and it's a frog off the front, and then it's like lined paper. Can you see more of a resilience though? This is me. So I was like, I'm buying that. Then stickers. Because I wanted to know stickers for my journal, because I have a lot of like Halloween-y stickers. And like I was realising I had no like summery, springy stickers. So I got this one which is called Spring Flowers. Ain't they cute? And then we've got this one which is Butterfly Blossom. Oh, it's coming. In it. And then we have a Cozy Autumn sticker sheet, because Samhain, obviously. Then we have, oh, I just realised there's this thing that's like, thank you so much, Kimberly. your order means the absolute world. And then it's like her little card is like so many trinkets, so many little trinkets. That's well cute. I'd probably like keep that because I'm a hoarder. Oh, and then I got a freebie sticker sheet. Didn't even realise. And then this is my little freebie sticker sheet, which is well cute. So that's my stickers. And then yeah, I got this £15 mystery bag. So you get an A6 notepad, bookmark, mini sticker sheet, 3 stickers, and then a mini print. All for £15, which I don't think is that bad. I've bought a lot of stationery stickers in the past, and trust me kid, they cost more than that. So we have got some little stickers. Love this. Do not disturb. I'm busy reading. I feel like she has a frog theme and I didn't realise, but I'm loving it. Then we have Born to Dilly Dally, Forced to Lock In. Oh, there we go. Which is really cute. And then we have like this pencil and like this bear. I don't know if it will, you can kind of see it. And then we have a mini sticker sheet with some really cute stickers on them. I love the little frogs, they're well cute. And we also have like a bookmark with some froggies on it, and mushrooms and a few flowers, which is well cute. Same print on each side. And then we have the A6 notepad, where I've got the I'm So Busy, which is my life. And then a little froggy print on the bottom. And you get 50 little pages, which is cute. And I use these a lot at work because my brain is all the time. So I just kind of have these laid on the side at work, and then if something comes to me, I'll write it down quick and then I'll come back to it. Also used to make my to-do lists on them as well, but I have a book for that now. Then we have light green froggy letter sticker sheet, which literally just has little like frog pads and then, or frog heads, and then little letters of the alphabet. That would be really good for my journal, to be fair. And then we have a little print, which is also really freaking cute, and I would definitely find somewhere to put this. But yeah, that's all my mail. Sorry it's a bit random. I just felt like I had to show you. I literally filmed that book haul last week and I just have problems, you know. But you know what? When I read books, it takes me out of my brain. When I buy books, it gives me endorphins and makes me happy. So I don't give a fuck, you know. But yeah, I will probably come back and update you now when I have finished A Pirate's Life for Tea, because, you know, I haven't finished it yet, but I'll probably finish it tomorrow, and then I'm going to read one final book for this vlog before we need to wrap this shit up, because it's gone on for nearly 2 weeks, but you know, that's what she does. So yeah, I'll come back and I'll update you when I finish Pirate's Life for Tea. Hello. So I'm here to give you a final update because today is the last day of May. And work has just been a bit mental, so I haven't really read much, but I have finished A Pirate's Life for Tea, and I'm giving it 4 stars, which is kind of what I predicted. I have enjoyed it, and I do love the characters, and I am still going to continue with the series. See You at the Altar, which is book 3, is on my TBR for June, so I'm very much looking forward to reading that one. I think it will be a good, fun, easy read. And then I believe there's one more book coming out in that series later this year, so that will be good. But yeah, I know this is a bit of a weird vlog, but there's just been a lot going on, mentally, work, yada yada. I've also got into Clarkson's Farm, and I'm addicted, so that's been taking up an awful lot of my time. But I have read 2 books in this vlog, one being a 5, one being a 4, and I'm very happy that I've just read something. Because something is better than nothing in my brain currently with reading. So yeah, June's going to be a hard month. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm hoping mentally I'll be okay and I can get through it and get some good books read. But yeah, that's the end of this vlog. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Let me know what you're planning on reading in June, and like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you soon for another video.